Good evening, and I listened to Ross's video about his interpretation of what he thinks the trip to Saudi Arabia and Israel for the administration is going to work on this new normalization deal with Israel and Saudi Arabia. We thought it would be months of wheeling and dealing. It's going to now speed up in 2 weeks, and Ross goes into telling it. Now I'm going to paraphrase some things. Real briefly, to just give you an idea, I will put the link in the description box so that you can do this study. He goes through it real quickly, but I pulled some scriptures from the interview the video. And he goes into saying about why God will come out of his place, which may be actually the rapture, which will cause God to come out of his position. And it says in Micah 1:3-4, for behold, the Lord come forth out of his place and will come down and tread upon his high places. The earth and the mountains will be molten under him, and the valleys shall be cleft as was before the fire, and the waters are poured out in its deep place. Now, I didn't know this, but Samaria is the West Bank, and Samaria is mentioned in also the scriptures in Micah 2. And if you go into further reading Micah, it talks about what God will do as this normalization is most likely the covenant of many in Daniel 9:27. Let's go a little further. And it says like this in the scripture in 1 Thessalonians 5:1-3. Now, brothers and sisters, about the times and dates, we do not need to write to you, for you know very well the day of the Lord comes like a thief in the night. While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come upon them suddenly like labor pains on a pregnant woman. They will not escape. So that's in the video, and I hope that you take some time to listen to this, because what this is if we break it down in events, we've already seen SDG meetings lay out the groundwork for this. Now they're speeding things up, and it looks like everybody that's looking at the feast days as the triumphant end of the Rapture Watch. I would conclude that the Rapture Watch is one thing, but I think these events will bring about the return of the Lord. I think it's the events and the seasons, just like it says in 1 Thessalonians, the times and seasons. Looking at the events with the ring of fire, that is October 14th. There will be a ring around the sun, or well, not around the sun, but around the moon, which will be the sun. It'll look like a ring of fire. So that's October 14th. There are events in the sun, moon, and stars, according to Matthew 24. There'll be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. So we're looking at the scriptures at the soon return of the Lord. So I think by watching that video and looking at what's going on, we have evidence and proof that the soon return of the Lord is evident, especially in Micah. If you look at that scripture alone, just read the first couple verses in Micah. Jesus comes out of his seat, out of his place, and he deals with them right there in Samaria, which is the West Bank. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.